Welcome to Patrick's Models and Transport. So, I've been working on the chassis of a Jouef electric locomotive, the chassis which is going to become the chassis of my home designed and home built railcar. And so I did all this job off camera because it was nothing really interesting, but I'm going to tell you what I did. So I cleaned the wheels. It's all-wheel drive, of course, but the pickups are only from this bogie with plunger type pickups. You can see the plungers right there. I'll get a pointer to see what I'm talking about. There's the plungers there. There's two per side. Okay, and you can actually see them in there. There they are, the plungers. And I cleaned them with contact cleaner, the contact cleaner that I have in this plastic tub here, what remains. I put it in with a brush. Then I cleaned the contact plate up here. There's a contact plate here. I'm going to put a spot of light here so that we see what we're doing. You can see that in there there's a metal spring that between the how do you say the bogie and the contacts on the chassis. So I pushed them well down, cleaned everything with contact spray. I cleaned the wheels with lighter fluid, the pickup wheels, and also these other driving wheels here. Then I refitted the motor. The motor is fitted in here. I'll do another video where I take the motor out and put it back in again. And this small, the motor housing is closed by a plastic lid. But the screw was missing, so I recycled a Jouef coupling screw that I took off the donor part 04OTA locomotive. It'll anyway fit another of these screws. I'm going to get some more to just turn it into a dummy locomotive. And I had to make a kind of closing washer because closing system, so I had some large plastic washer and I cut that with a cutter. In fact, it was one of these. I'll show you. I had a look around in I have an old box here called VT. VT is Italian for screws, and just assorted screws that I keep here in the studio because they're useful. And you can see that in there I have various plastic washers. I've no idea what they're off, but I just kept them. I thought they might be useful, and in fact useful they were, because I took one of them, cut it a bit with the art cutter. There it is, with my modeling cutter. Then opened it up, prized it apart with my fingers, filed it down. There you can see all the dirt, and fitted it in position. So the motor, going back to the motor, let's turn this around. The motor sits inside its housing. The 3-pole motor that we cleaned in another video, I'll put all the links in the description box. And the motor contacts, which are here, 1 and 2, press down on the pickup contacts, the locomotive pickup contacts, and that guarantees electric conductivity to the motor. So now that I've done all of this, reassembled it, I'm going to get my short test track out and I'll actually test it, and that'll be another video. So that's all for the moment. If you found the video interesting, you can give it a like and click the notification bell, and of course subscribe to the channel. Don't always say it in the same order. Okay, cheerio, and see you very shortly. Ciao, ciao.